Hi guys, today I'm going to do a really quick video on all the birthday presents that I got for my birthday just gone, and I thought it would be a good video because it's more along the lines of what to get a minimalist for their birthday, because this year I've really gone on a minimalist journey. I'm on a low buy no buy, which means I don't want clutter, I don't want new things, I only want replacements, and I've been very intentional about my purchases. And similarly, my family and my support system who buy me birthday gifts, they know that this is the journey I'm on, so I've actually told most of them what I want. So the people who really buy me my gifts are my sister, my mum, my best friend, and now my husband. And I will go through all the gifts that I got. So my husband completely knocked it out of the park, and in fact his gifts were so thoughtful to me that it was kind of humbling. It was a humbling experience because I tend to be a bit not demanding, but I know what I want and I know my mind, and he has obviously listened to me really well because he surprised me, and he was the only person that I didn't say, oh, I want this, I want that. He actually wanted to kind of do it all himself, and he just gave me such incredible gifts. So as you all know, if you've been following me, I've actually been doing a pretty successful fitness journey, I would say. I've been going to the gym consistently since May of this year, so that's been the longest stretch that I've gone going to the gym consistently. I've actually been going since last year, but this year I've really stepped it up. So he bought me a pair of leggings to work out in. So these are the leggings, and they're actually pretty expensive. He forgot to like pull off the price tag, so I saw the price, and they are actually pretty expensive, and it's got a little bit of kind of embellishing on the side, and they're much better quality than the kind of leggings that I normally go for, which are like £10 from Amazon, which also last a very long time, but these do actually feel quite luxurious when wearing them. So I got that as gift number one. Gift number two was actually a personalized water bottle, so it says my name on here. And actually, I confess, I am a big Love Island fan, and on Love Island they have these water bottles, and it's just one of those gifts, like one of those things that I feel too foolish to buy personally, but then he knew that I wanted one and he went out and got me one. The next gift that I got from him was a pair of Puma trainers, and I'll show them to you now. They are so nice. They're so fashionable, much more fashionable than any kind of trainers I've ever had. I always go to Clark's children's section because my feet are really small, and I go for something really easy, something really cheap. It doesn't necessarily have to be the most fashionable, but honestly, there is some pleasure in fashion because I have been loving wearing these, and I feel really like one of the cool kids as I walk down the street in my Puma trainers. And the last thing he got me was, of course, a surprise trip to Berlin, which I have vlogged, and that was an incredible experience, and it was made so incredible because he'd obviously listened to all the kind of things that I like doing. I like going on mini breaks, I like places where there's lots of culture, where there's lots of things to see, I like places where I can eat really nice food and food of the place that I'm in. So we had a lot of German cuisine there when we were there. I'm not massively into nightlife. Maybe like back in the day 10 years ago I really was, but now I'm a different type of person, so I don't really like staying out too late. I like the hotel to be nice, kind of plush if we can afford it. So I've moved on to a different stage in my life where I'm not like crazy party animal and anything will do, and he really paid attention, and he got me my dream holiday. It was such an amazing experience. The next set of gifts I'm going to talk about actually came from my sister. So it's a pair of shoes, and they're from JJ's house, and I ordered them and I asked for them. So they come in a bag like that, and I'll just pull them out. So they look like this, and the reason why I like them is because of the heel height. Look how tiny they are, and I really hate wearing high heels, but at the same time I like this kind of smart aesthetic sometimes, and sometimes you do need shoes like this. So this was perfect because the shoes are because the heel height is so small. However, the backs really hurt, so apparently there's a way of softening them up, and you have to put a hairdryer on them and warm this bit up and they'll expand. Then you wear thick socks, dance around in them until they cool down, and repeat that a few times until they mold to your feet and they soften up around your feet. So hopefully that will work. Even though those shoes were absolutely perfect, she also bought me some other things, and they're in this bag right here. So first off, she bought me a diary, and I actually maintain a notebook all the time. I find it helps me organizing, helps me kind of organize my thoughts as well, makes me more measured, and it's something that provides a real relief. So she got me this. It's like soft and beautiful grey colour. So really excited to use this when I finish up my current notebook. Then she also got me a book with a set of motivational quotes, and I do really like quotes, and I do think this was really thoughtful, but at the same time I'm not sure that this is a gift that I'm going to keep, and my people are very used to me not keeping gifts if I don't. It's not that I don't like them, but if kind of I need to recycle them out of my life, and that's just because I'm really into decluttering and being a minimalist right at the moment, and it's just brought a lot into my life, so they know how I feel about it and it's not personal. So I'm going to read all of this, keep it for a few months, and then when I'm done with it I will probably pass it along. And she also got me this really pretty box. It's completely empty, but the reason why she got me it is because I like KonMari stuff, and I keep a whole heap of boxes that I use for different bits and bobs of storage. So this is really pretty, so I'm definitely keeping this. My best friend got me an Odeon voucher, which I really appreciate. He did ask me many times what I wanted, and I was so confused because what do you give a girl who has everything? And I really do feel like I have so much. It's difficult to kind of come up with gifts that I want. Like maybe I want a backpack, but then I'm like, no, I already have a backpack. Once that's ruined, then I'll get another backpack. So I really want one of each thing, so it's very difficult for me to give him an idea. So he got me an Odeon voucher, which I'm going to use with either him or my husband, or we'll like do 2 trips. Actually, I think it's enough that we can probably do a couple of trips, so that's really nice, and it will be a nice experience. My mother-in-law also got me a gift, and bless her, she really didn't have to. She is the most loving woman in the world. She's so sweet. So she got me these jeans. Well, I went and bought them. I bought them from River Island, and I hate jean shopping, so this was challenging, but I managed to get a pair that I really like, so I'm really pleased with that. And to be honest, I really needed jeans. Like one of them has ripped. I had 2 jeans, one of them ripped and one of them has faded really badly, and I think that Andrew's always just like, what are you wearing? Because, you know, with my low buy no buy and with my hatred of shopping, I'm not wearing rags, but I could really do with some new clothes. And actually I'm holding firm, I'm not going to really buy new clothes until next year, because number one, it's great, I don't have to shop and I can use it as a convenient reason for not ever having to shop, and number two, it's just like a challenge, and I'm doing really well, and I like not buying anything, and these jeans are perfect. This is exactly what I need until next year to tide me over, so I will be wearing them all the time. And my last gift came from my mum, who completely knocked it out of the park as well, but that's because I told her what to get me. And this is a MAC lip liner. So this is the colour that I had and I always used for the last 2 years. I think it's called, what's it called? Whirl. And during my wedding I actually lost it in Scotland somewhere, and I have no idea. I had about like this much left of it, so I'd used a good half, and honestly it's such a great colour, and I only have like 2 lipsticks and it works perfectly with both, and it really suits my colouring and my lip colour, etc. And I did try and get a cheaper alternative using my Boots card. I bought like a sleek alternative which was only a £5 with my Boots card, but it's really not a nice colour. I thought it might be a good like dupe for this, but it honestly isn't. Like sometimes you can really tell when you're paying for quality. So I'm really happy to have this in my collection, and I'm just using it on the regular. And so that is what you buy a minimalist for her birthday, or in this case that is what you buy me for my birthday. And I really like everything that I got. Everything was very intentional, very thought through. Everything has a function or will have a function, and it really fits into my whole minimalism lifestyle right now. And I know it's really difficult to buy me presents, and especially now. It's always been difficult, but especially now because I just don't want stuff. So I really have to thank everyone for all the stuff that they got me. It was so thoughtful and it made me feel really special. This has definitely been the best birthday I've ever had. As always guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!